Hi, I'm Anusha. I'm a rising junior at Monte Vista High School, and this is milestone 3 of my project, the ASL robotic arm, which is my self-designed project. So for this milestone, I have just combined the hand and the camera. So now the hand responds to input from the camera and the image that it reads. So I will run my file to show you my demo. Okay, so the camera is starting up right now, and I will be using the word blue as my example. So you can see that the camera has started up, and I'm going to put it in front of the camera so it sees it, and then I'm going to click a key on the keyboard. Any key works to capture the image. And so the feed continues, but the image has been captured. And then you will see here that I have various print statements that tell you that the image has been captured and that it's being sent to the model. So now it's loading the model, and you should see the output on this hand soon. There you go. So that's B, that's L, that's U, and that's E. So the thumb sometimes needs to be pushed a little bit because it buckles, but that's just a minor issue. Once I loosen the thumb a bit because the screws are a little tight, it usually just goes back to normal. But yeah, that's my demo. So what happens is that the camera captures the image with input from the keyboard. So in my code, I have a key listener. So if you press any key on the board, it will capture an image, and that image is sent to the model. So instead of TensorFlow or easy OCR like I was using last time, I have now switched to Keras OCR, which is a lot more efficient. It's a lot faster as well. And that just takes the image, it makes its prediction, and then the string that is read from the image is then passed into this loop that then goes character by character and then calls the necessary function to put the hand in the correct formation for that letter. So yeah, that was my demo, and that's how this works. As for the challenges, now this was a very challenging milestone to accomplish, mostly because one of my main goals were to speed up the process. With my second milestone, my video feed was very slow, so was reading the image. It was at 0.3 frames per second for the video stream, and now it's at 30 frames per second, which is basically 100 times faster than it was earlier. And to do this, I switched to the Pi camera library from the other camera library I was using, because the Pi Camera 2 library is much more compatible with the Raspberry Pi, and it is just a more efficient camera, and it's a better library to use, especially for image processing. And it took me a couple tries to do this. I had to replace my Pi because with my old Pi, I downloaded so many libraries, but I downloaded them all to the base instead of to virtual environments. And because of that, it messed with the configuration of the Raspberry Pi. So some libraries just weren't working, like the Pi Camera 2 library. So once I replaced my Pi and became very aware and careful about which libraries I was using and which libraries I was installing, I was able to get it to work. And I had to restart my project actually because of that whole library issue, but I finally got it to work after restoring all the natural settings. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So as for my future steps, I do want to CAD a case that keeps this all compact so that it's not as messy as it looks right now, with lots of wires sticking out and the hand just being very complicated with the wires right now. So yeah, that's what my future steps look like. Thank you.